The movie kicks off in a South Korean city, introducing Junwoo, the main character. He's a dedicated gamer with a bustling studio and a solid fan base. Living with his family, Junwoo wakes up late one morning, only to find that his parents and sister have left without explanation. Things take a dark turn when he tunes into the emergency news. The anchor reports that citizens are inexplicably attacking each other, and the government has lost control. The situation's so bad that people are advised to stay indoors for safety. Turns out, these citizens are turning into zombies. From his apartment balcony, Junwoo witnesses the chaos on the streets, people screaming, shouting, and running for their lives. The intensity ramps up when a neighbor bangs on his door. The neighbor pleads for shelter, claiming his brother has turned into a zombie. Scared out of his wits, Junwoo demands the guy leave and even threatens him with a golf club. As the neighbor heads to leave after using the bathroom, he, too, displays zombie symptoms and attacks Junwoo. A scuffle breaks out, and Junwoo manages to kick the neighbor-turned-zombie out, only for him to be killed by a larger zombie who proceeds to chow down on him. Even more alarming, these zombies aren't just attacking people but eating other zombies for sustenance, as confirmed by TV news reports. In the midst of this chaos, Junwoo receives a message from his parents, assuring him of their safety, with his dad strongly emphasizing the need to stay alive, stay alive. Junwoo pins this message on their family photo as a stark reminder. Now realizing the severity of the situation, Junwoo starts rationing his food to ensure his survival. The following day, Junwoo sends out an SOS message with his details via social media. Using his drone, mobile, and VR headset, he surveys his wrecked neighborhood. However, he loses his Wi-Fi connection, adding to his isolation. In the dark of night, a female police officer attempts to navigate the zombie-infested area armed with a service gun. Though she takes down a few zombies, she becomes their victim. From his balcony, Junwoo tries to assist by shouting, inadvertently revealing his location to the zombies, who still retain some human skills. When Junwoo shoots one of the large zombies, it attracts another to his apartment, leading to a tense confrontation. In a desperate move, Junwoo tricks the zombie, resulting in the zombie's demise as it plummets from the balcony. This action leaves the officer's loaded gun on the ground. The following day, Junwoo runs out of drinking water, turning to his father's hard liquor for sustenance, and boarding up his balcony windows. By the 10th day, surviving on little to no food, Junwoo's physical strength wanes. Attempting to use his mobile as a radio fails due to the lack of a necessary audio jack. He begins to hallucinate about his family, and receives a final audio message from his dad, hearing the distressing screams of his family turning into zombies, leading to a breakdown. In a vengeful rage, he leaves his apartment, attacking zombies, but is overpowered and retreats. By the 20th day, the government initiates a bombardment at the city's outskirts. Junwoo, devoid of hope and sustenance, decides on suicide by hanging. Mid-attempt, a laser light captures his attention, leading him to an idiom that sparks a glimmer of hope. The source of the light is a teenage girl named Yubin, stranded in the neighboring apartment for 6 days. Tougher and more aggressive than Junwoo, she and Junwoo begin communicating in sign language and writing on screens to avoid attracting zombies. They devise a plan to share resources between their apartments. Yubin spots an empty floor, the 8th, at Junwoo's apartment, the building's top. They devise a method to connect their spaces using a string, initially with a baseball, then with Junwoo's drone. Yubin shares some of her food with Junwoo. Later, a firefighter zombie discovers the string, leading to a series of events where the zombie nearly reaches Yubin but is ultimately taken down by her. In a stealthy move, Junwoo sneaks into a neighbor's house for supplies, narrowly escaping a zombie attack. Attempting to fix the radio, Junwoo manages to secure food and a walkie-talkie for Yubin, hoping to establish a line of communication between them. They finally have their first conversation. Over the next few days, they share food and stories from their past. Yubin admits her fear of heights, and they both collect rainwater for survival. As time passes, the zombies become more aggressive, as they're also struggling to find fresh food. Realizing that staying in their apartments is no longer safe, Yubin proposes the idea of moving to the seemingly vacant 8th floor. They both take the daring leap from their respective apartments using a rope, engaging in some intense zombie-killing action. Yubin grabs the police officer's gun from the ground and joins the fight. They make their way to the elevator and the 8th floor, but the zombies keep pursuing them and resume their attacks. Just when things look dire, a new person opens his apartment door and pulls them inside, saving them. The man offers them food and water. Yubin is initially suspicious but eventually eats. However, he has drugged the food, and it knocks them out. It turns out his wife was a zombie, and he'd been keeping her locked up in his bedroom, hungry for days. He intends to use Yubin as bait to feed his wife. Junwoo wakes up and threatens the man with a gun, but the video gamer lacks the strength to pull the trigger in real life. Meanwhile, inside the room, Yubin manages to trick the zombie by covering her face with cloth and lures her towards her husband. As the lady zombie attacks, she seizes the gun from Junwoo's hand and shoots them both in the head. The sound of the gunshot attracts other zombies outside their apartment. Yubin, fearing she might be infected, asks Junwoo to end her life, but he refuses. Suddenly, they hear the sound of a helicopter circling their apartment. They make a run for the roof with the zombies in pursuit. When they reach the roof, it's empty except for zombies. They shoot their remaining bullets at the zombies and hope for a miracle. Their prayers are answered when an army helicopter arrives a few minutes later. The army team kills some zombies and rescues Junwoo and Yubin. Junwoo finally regains his mobile signal, finding a flood of messages from friends and followers. Many people had used social media to share their locations. Junwoo's initial post had garnered over 1,200 likes, which played a crucial role in their rescue.